So our experience worked with Mark Zubek. He was incredible right from the get-go.
I met Mark, and the first time I met him, I was like, this is a place that I think I can work.
Because I was ready to work with someone professionally, and Mark seemed to be the right guy.
He knew what he was doing, and he just knew everything. And I was just like, oh, cool. I don't need to do anything.
It's nice that you come in, and Mark's just a great bassist. He's a great drummer. He sees my vision. If we need strings or something else, he's got good studio musicians who can do the trick without charging an arm and a leg.
I was very nervous about it. I felt very relaxed after meeting Mark.
You know, after the first 5 minutes of sitting with him, you're like, okay, let's roll. It allows your creativity to just flow out. I didn't think, I hoped that I would get grant funding for it, and I did.
I've gotten 2 grants from the government. Mark's made that happen for me.
When I was younger, I was on the show on Much Music, This Band, which song I recorded called Truce with Mark got me on that show.
I had won the International Songwriting Competition teen category at that time, and it had given me a scholarship to Berklee College of Music in Boston.
As soon as I submitted it, they just wrote back to me, yep, 3 licensing projects with three different companies. And they, in turn, the second song took those on as well. So it was just, and it just kept rolling. It was like, wow, this is, what I'm doing is actually good, and people are digging it.
My last 2 placements, one was a show on the Food Network, and the last one was a commercial for a health company.
This is the first time I've actually heard one of our songs produced where I was like, this is exactly what I had in my head.
And he helped put those finishing touches, helped me with the bridge.
He put in these new notes, these new sounds, all these different type things that we hadn't actually thought of.
He just, gave us his ear and said, okay, it's pretty good, and this is what we can do with it.
Yeah.
And we sat down with him, and turns out he was right.
You know what? It was a long time. I was really apprehensive. Mark and I talked back and forth probably a year and a bit before I actually jumped in with both feet. And when I did, once I got there and I got the first grant and everything was just flowing, it was like, you know what, this is the way this is done. This is the way this was meant to be.
We've had, 6 producers.
We tried doing it on our own.
We've tried doing a lot of shit on our own.
Back and forth.
But this is the first time I've actually heard something where I'm like, this is what I had in my head.
He could actually see my vision and bring my vision to life more than I actually seen it myself.
You weigh it up against the next song that's on your iPod, and it's beautiful.
Would you recommend another band to work with Zedd Records?
No, he's ours. No, he's ours. Fuck you. Get out of my head.
Of course I would.
I would absolutely recommend it.
Mark who? Yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely recommend Zedd Records to another singer-songwriter. Actually, I already have.
I have recommended Zedd Records to other songwriters,
I would definitely recommend Zedd Records.
and I will continue to recommend Zedd Records.
You know, when you come to a professional like Mark, it's like you are ready for that next step. I think when things are built organically, that's when they come out the best, and Mark will help you do that.